Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing Dreams Homestead and Mama Bear's Homestead and more.
What's up, guys?
How y'all doing, y'all? All right, so we came out here today because these two great people are sponsoring the fall event celebrating the harvest November 4th in Scottsburg, Indiana at the Woodman's Lodge. Their homestead is going to sponsor it, but not only are they going to sponsor it, but Dirk is going to give a rabbit processing demonstration at the event as well. So we wanted to come out, we wanted to hang out with them for a little bit, talk to them a little bit, and then do a rabbit processing demonstration video while we're out here just to show you guys his skills. He's a master at doing it, and he told me he's been doing it for about 38 years, y'all. I'm just saying. That's a lot more experience than I got in it. Dirk, tell everybody what you did, man. You grew up doing this stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty well. I grew up on a farm. Lived on a farm about my whole life. In early childhood, my dad lost the farm, so he went to work for other farmers. And then I graduated high school. I went on a custom harvesting crew for 5 years.
It's just about nothing that you haven't done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a millwright, heavy equipment operator.
He wears bibs better than I do, y'all. I'll tell you that much.
I just figured out what brand to buy. But yeah, a little about myself. I was alcoholic and got sober, and it was the best thing I ever did in my life, hands down. But when I got sober, you know, I got to watching these homesteaders, and I'm like, man, them guys got their life figured out. You know, I'm starting over.
I don't know if we got it figured out, but
so
we're on the right track, that's for sure. I agree with you.
So that's why I jumped into it, or started to get into it. And with my farming background, that helps a lot. But then I met this wonderful Alabama sweetheart, and we got on the same page about a lot of different things, and here we are. You got anything you want to add?
I did not grow up in a farming background at all. Small city or small town, small city kind of gal. Graduated high school, left for 15 years, came back up here through a divorce, met him a few months later. We went to the same high school. He was a year ahead of me, and we never got introduced or anything like that.
In this small town, I find that hard to believe.
And then now, the majority of his best friends were in my graduating class. How we never, I mean, God works in mysterious ways.
It's a God thing.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say for sure. He knew your paths weren't ready to cross yet.
Exactly.
Yep.
And the day we met, I mean, a lot of different events had to fall into place that day to put us there.
Yeah.
At that time on a random backcountry road. And
about 2 miles down the road.
Yeah. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah. Oh, it's not history yet. Y'all still writing your book.
Yeah, we're just started a new book.
That's right.
But this one keeps me on my toes.
Oh, yeah.
I never know what he's going to drag. Like with the bees. We had talked about having bees in the future. And with no seriousness about having it be this year or anything like that, well, he meets Brett Cunningham, his bee mentor. And then within a month, he's buying. Yeah, we had bees.
Yeah, if you noticed, I kept looking at my arm. It's because I had honeybees on me. It's so cool, y'all. I think this is awesome. Mama Dreams is going to be jealous. She didn't get to come out today. She wasn't feeling good. She's had a rough weekend. But she's going to be so jealous because she wants bees more than anything. And I think we're going to take the gamble. We've held off because we're worried about the crop duster and the spraying that goes on in the commercial field 20 acres from us. There's a lot of drift. We've held off. We don't want to lose the little dudes. But I think we're going to try to figure out a way to make like a windbreak or something so we could try to have them because this is so cool. I'm going to grab the camera and take y'all in while they keep telling you about why they want to help out with the homesteading event. We appreciate it.
I tell you, Dirk had the idea to start a YouTube channel, and we had talked about it and everything, and we got the GoPro 5 months before we ever shot our first video, and I don't know, I just wasn't ready to take the plunge. And then Dirk actually introduced me to Chasing Dreams Facebook group, and the first video of y'all's I ever seen was one where you were doing a garden tour, showing your weeds, showing you know the
ugly garden challenge.
You know, but it showed me that, you know, things don't have to be perfect to jump in and make these videos. And just because you have weeds does not mean your family's not getting fed.
Amen.
And they're just so raw and real. And so, I mean, the first couple of times we met as well, it was so like instant family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And after it was the second fall meet and greet was our first meet and greet to go to. And then we went to the spring meet and greet as well. And it's, you know, Chase mentioned that it's like a family reunion. And I mean, that's spot on. Because you go and you don't feel, even if there's people there that you've never met, you feel like you know each other already. And I mean, part of that's having the homesteading in common, but it's just a really cool, and I want to see it continue to grow.
Well, we sure appreciate it. And I absolutely love all the new networking and connections, but also I learned something every event, every event.
Oh, yeah.
Not only in the classes, but just sitting around talking to people. I learned stuff every event.
That's probably where I learned more at.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you never know what somebody's going to be talking about.
Yep. I'm going to show you guys these bees, and then we're going to get over and start messing with the rabbits, y'all.
The ladies are super active tonight.
Yeah,
y'all.
They're loving this cool
Mama
weather.
Dreams, don't be jealous. I had honeybees on me. Look at these guys. They're having a blast, y'all. Mama Dreams is going to be so jealous. I'm sorry, baby. Y'all ready to go rock out on some rabbits?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Rooster call warning the ladies.
Yeah,
and I knew, like from the sound of it, I said, that's not normal.
She was talking about they've got a hawk problem, y'all. So I've watched a whole lot of Mama Bear doing chores, but I've never got to film her doing chores. Oh, man. So just so y'all know, while I'm walking around with her, while she's knocking out the chores, Dirk is getting set up to do the rabbits. So when we get ready to head up there, we'll let you know one last time in case that's something you don't want to see. That'll be your viewer discretion warning type deal. But I think it's going to be a really great and an informative thing for folks to see. And again, he'll be doing this in person as well at the fall event. What'd you say, Natalie?
I have a hen that's... Stop it, 2B. Come here, sweetie. You just broke from your broodiness. Why are you getting broody again?
Oh, it's a little cream leg bar. She gives you blue eggs? She might be a little mix of something.
I think she's just like cream.
Yeah.
Cream egg. But she was broody. I had 7 broody hens at the same time, and she started it. She finally broke, and now I've caught her in that box 3-4 different times today. Are you broody, darling, or are you just trying to lay another egg for the first time? I think she's laid some since she's been broody.
She's pretty. She's vocal. She's telling you, let me lay my eggs, lady. I don't really have a lot of evening egg laying, do you? Ours are usually early morning to midday, and after that, we don't really get any more eggs.
That's why I'm like, you're getting broody again. She's not quite making the clucking yet, but...
Hello, honeybee. Y'all, the honeybees followed us all the way over here. They wanted to be on the camera too, but instead it's watching Natalie on the camera. That's kind of cool. There it goes. It's buzzing around her back, y'all. There it is. All around her head. They followed us all the way over here.
When we were juicing the tomatoes last night, before we got started, I had asked Dirk if he had fed the bees yesterday, and he hadn't yet. And then when we were juicing, sure enough, a honeybee's just flying right around him and everything, like it's trying to find a drink.
So what other chores do you got, ma'am? Y'all don't have pigs anymore, do you? They've all been...
I'm going to kick on the mum water one more time.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm just going to check in on the rabbits, fill water, and hay.
So how much of y'all's diet would you say your rabbits are? Because you guys raise a lot of rabbits.
Yeah, we typically sell them so fast.
So you've only ate one that you've processed. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought you guys were really raising these guys a whole lot for your own meat as well.
We try to, but like I said, I mean, every single one we could have sold.
That's awesome.
Super quickly. So,
that's awesome.
But I mean, we have our pork and we have beef.
And you guys are also selling the pork too, aren't you?
Yep, we're selling. It's USDA certified, so that we could sell it legally.
Right.
But we've got pork chops, 3-pack for $8. Breakfast sausage, which is a pound, maybe just a little over, for $5, and then a pound of bacon.
Yep, pound of bacon.
For $12.
Yep.
Um,
I remembered your menu.
Yeah, and the bacon is fresh. It's not been smoked, anything like that. So it's not loaded down with salt, anything like that. It's definitely a shock if you're used to eating that smoked or that store bacon. But
it's awesome. She's got to handle these rabbits, y'all. That makes it handy right there.
Oh, winter's awful. It's awful during the winter.
We left away from the bottles to the bowls a long time ago. And just moving them from the hutch to the colony, they were so used to the bowl, it just made life so easy.
Yeah.
Because when we put them in the colony, then we just put one of those great big black bowls in there, and it was awesome.
Rubbermaid bowl.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And I would love to eventually have a colony set up here. I mean, we've got the space for it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of
Getting
having the
everything
time
done.
to...
Getting everything else done.
Oh, trust me, I understand completely. Good gravy.
Yeah, if you want to be a homesteader and think that it's not working, oh, I ain't doing nothing for a week straight, we'll get in.
You're doing something every day.
Hours
Yeah.
in the day.
Never. Absolutely not. Yep.
So I wouldn't trade it for a town life.
Right.
No, not
And
at
I
all.
still work full time too, so
Yep.
I still got to juggle that.
I'm lucky enough to be able to stay here and got the store. I have an eBay store, and then I do everything and all the editing and uploading for the videos. I'm missing.
We do that.
Yep. I do a lot. These guys are busy.
Yeah.
We'll let them knock out these chores, and we'll get back to you right before we do the rabbit. We'll give you one more warning, y'all. All right, y'all. So Dirk is going to take us in there in the next few minutes and start processing this rabbit. So this is your last chance not to watch if you don't want to see it, but Dirk's good at it. And Dirk, go on and tell them about how you harvested it.
I just one swift blunt hit and it's done. Quickest and best way I found to do it.
Very humanely.
Yeah, quick, fast. I think every rabbit before I take its life, you know. Like we always say here, these rabbits live a wonderful life and have one bad day.
Absolutely. That's all homegrown meat.
Yes. I've had people go, well, how can you eat that? Well, rabbit's the number one leanest meat in the world. It's not real popular in the United States like it is in France. France is a delicacy. All your fancy French cooking, that's all rabbit.
Yep. Hey, man, since you brought that up, I hate to put you on the spot like that, but what do you think about bringing two for us to smoke at the fall event?
Oh, absolutely.
There you go.
Not a problem.
Smoked rabbit is awesome.
Yes, it's only...
The bee got you?
Yeah, honeybee got me.
Poor bee. He didn't realize it was a bee and went
I
to wipe
didn't.
it off.
But I got her stinger in my finger. I hate that girl. I knew you was on me too. But, gotta go on.
Yep.
So, we're gonna go in here and skin a rabbit down.
All right, y'all. Last chance. Heading in. All right, y'all. He's going to get started. He'll talk you through it the best he can.
All right, I'll just put a ring around their back leg there. Get a little fur pulled up, or skin pulled up. Try to get my knife started up through there to meet that ring that I put around there. This is my knife ain't real sharp.
So he's working on doing what I like to call undressing the rabbit.
Yeah.
He's just peeling that pretty fur away so you can get to the good meat.
And if you get it down so far, it peels. Just peels.
And guys and girls, Dirk may not say it, but I'll tell you right now, if you demonstrate something on a camera, it makes you a little bit nervous no matter how many times you've done it. I know I've done a lot of chickens, and I'll still be a little bit nervous doing it for y'all at the fall meet and greet. But I'll be doing a demonstration on processing a chicken, and Dirk will be doing one on a rabbit.
Come on now. I didn't get my circle all the way around. Oh, I thought it was sharpened this knife last time I used it.
So Dirk's got what looks like an old timer type hip knife he's using. Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
There you go.
There, I just booted it up, but hey, it's all right. You don't have to be perfect.
That's right, unless you're gonna try to tan that hide, y'all.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do something with that pelt, then you might want to take your time.
And that's something that I've not gotten into yet. Not saying that I don't want to. I just got enough irons in the fire.
I hear you, brother. I think that'd make a great demonstration sometime at one of the events if somebody wants to come out and show people how to do hides.
And you're not really supposed to put a knife in your pocket, but I've done it enough.
There it goes.
And a brown rabbit is the hardest rabbit to skin. I know that people think I'm crazy when I say that.
Y'all see how easy that skin came on down? That's because rabbit ain't got a whole lot of fat layer, y'all. If you start doing animals with a whole lot of fat to them, that skin will bind to the fat layer a lot more than something that's lean. So once he got cut around that paw like he was talking about, it slid down for him. He just had to break free a little bit of connective tissue. You let me know if I'm blocking your light, bro.
No, you're good. Yeah, the whole camera thing, Chase ain't kidding. And I need to sharpen a knife for sure. But the good thing is...
You see that, y'all? As soon as he broke that, just peeled right off that leg.
Good thing is, after you get the leg started, you don't really have to cut much. Yeah.
He's right.
Then I'll come get between her legs like that.
Something you can do if you do want to learn how to do rabbit pelts is you can take these fresh pelts and you can put them in the freezer until you get time to do it. It's just something folks might want to be aware of if it's something you think you want to get into, raising meat rabbits and one day doing pelts.
Come on. When you're cutting like this, you always want to cut to the side of you, don't cut back towards you.
That's right. It's one of the first things I teach my kids when they want to start carving sticks with me. All right, y'all, he's about to show you something real magical once he gets that little piece over that tail.
Yeah. Come on, tail.
He's just trying to get it over that tail. There you go. And watch this. Ta-da! He didn't mean to open that abdominal cavity, but see how easy that skin came off? You literally just pull it down.
Just like a sock.
The good thing is, though, he hadn't busted any of the intestines yet or the bladder, so we ain't got to get the hose out and do a whole lot of rinsing.
Right. It's a good day so far.
Yes, sir.
But that can change any given minute.
Hey, you know what? That's what homesteaders are good at, is adjusting fire, adapting, and improvising.
Yes, sir.
That right there on that back is the only little bit of fat y'all see on that animal.
Yeah, and that's not much.
Not at all.
Where'd that leg go? I thought we didn't hang on that leg.
Y'all, I'm going to get Dirk some cardboard next time I come out here so he's got something soft to kneel on. That's a man right there. He's kneeling on gravel, y'all.
That's part of being a millwright. My knees are junk.
Dirk, how long has it been since the last time you did some rabbits?
Probably about 30, no. 3 months.
Yep. How many a year you think you do?
20, 30.
20 or 30 a year.
Yeah, we sell more live rabbits than we do butcher rabbits.
That's good.
That
way then folks can go take a pair from y'all and start their own meat rabbits.
Right, yeah. Right. And you know, we don't have the big Rural King prices.
Yep.
We sell, I don't know if I can say this or not, but I'm going to. We sell live rabbits $10. We sell butcher rabbits $15.
There you go.
Never had a complaint.
I'll tell you what, guys and girls, I think a rabbit is a pretty good mammal for anybody to start processing on because it's not that big of an animal.
Right.
You can get your toes dampened, you know, just tiptoe in processing a little bit by starting with a rabbit before you ever move up to anything bigger like a pig or a cow. Good gravy if you've ever done a cow. I've done a couple cows. That is a chore and a half.
A lot of animal there.
That is a serious chore.
Lots of animal. I've butchered pigs. I've got some friends, they butcher as a family every year, and they do 10 to 15 pigs a weekend. And
that's a big family then, because that's a lot to do 10 to 15 pigs. It takes my family a day to do a whole pig. That's, you know, start to finish, breaking it down, grinding and all that.
25, 30 people there.
Oh, yeah, see, there's only 4 or 5 of us when we do it.
But it's amazing time. They make head cheese.
Oh,
blood pudding. They do it all.
Heck yeah, dude. Ain't many people make head cheese no more.
No. And around here, that fetches high dollar. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'd have just cut the neck off and go, but
you know what, guys? He's showing you something really cool. He's showing you his way of doing it, and that's something I enjoy. Is I always like learning from other people, even if it's something I've done before, because you learn new tricks and ways to do things as you do it. Now, do you normally cut the neck off, or do you normally sit there and peel it out like you were doing?
No, I don't even know why I was peeling it out, to be honest with you. I just got in the groove, and I was like, hey, I like this.
Okay.
And then for a foot like this, you just fold it backwards. Yeah.
Where that joint is, there's some tendons in there.
There's a tendon in there. As long as you don't cut your hand, you're doing fine. And my knife is not super duper sharp.
But if y'all see, he's not really having to put a whole lot of pressure.
No, I'm just running that knife.
Between that knuckle, cutting them tendons and ligaments.
And leaving the bone whole.
Yep. Very similar to how you do a chicken leg, y'all.
Yeah. And I learned that from your video.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool, man. That was the video with the Fraser Farm kids.
Yeah.
Those kids are a blast.
Boy, they're a bunch of, they were in it to win it.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
That's something we're going to encourage at the events as well. There's a lot of youth participation. We've got youth activities planned, but we're also, in the spring, we're looking at getting some youth presenters to come in and give some classes. So if that's something your kid might be interested in, reach out to us.
All right, we're going to get up here.
All right, guys.
I'm going to get that black.
This is important.
Get that out of there. Make sure you get.
See what he's doing there, y'all? He pinched it off.
I didn't
lose any of it. That way you don't taint your meat.
Yeah.
If you do bust it, y'all, you can rinse it real fast and rinse it thoroughly, and you'll be all right, but you really want to try to avoid tainting the meat.
Yeah.
I will not sit here and lie to you and say I ain't ever busted a deer bladder before, because it has happened.
Put my knife down here real quick. Yeah, that ain't the best, funnest thing to do, but I stick my thumb through, make sure I get everything out between the legs.
There you go.
And I think they make a tool to do that, but I've just never bought one. All that's out. Yeah, we're clean. Now just put it on down. That right there is the best meat you'll ever eat in your life. Inside one's over a rabbit.
Yep.
I grab that, stick my finger deep down in the chest cavity as I can. Grab them lungs and hook it with my finger and just pull that esophagus right out.
There you go. Sometimes that's a pain to get the esophagus out on a chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, did you know that Mr. Tommy said he makes rabbit bacon from the belly? I have no clue how you do it because there ain't much there, but he makes rabbit bacon.
Huh.
I know. I've got to get out there and visit him because I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sure did. He said rabbit bacon is awesome. He said it's thin so it crisps up real crispy.
Now, I've ground some rabbit before.
Yeah.
And mixed bacon in it and made bunny burgers.
There you go.
Them were delicious.
Oh, I believe it.
But yeah, I'll open it up like that, make sure I don't have anything.
Making sure he ain't leaving no organ meat in there.
Yeah.
Now, to be clear, some of the organs are edible, y'all, so that's okay. It just depends on which organs you leave in there, and also that's going to mess with your texture when you're trying to eat it.
Yeah. Where I struggle with this rabbit, the knuckles up here underneath the hide still. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to get my shears and just shear them off.
Yep. Absolutely, y'all. He's got some cutlery scissors. He's going to snip it right on off.
You see him?
All right, y'all, so he's going to cut that off with them cutlery shears he was telling you about. That's the way to do it. Like he said, he was having a hard time getting through that knuckle on the bottom of the leg there, so he just went that route.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, blunt-ended bone, it works good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we're not going to eat the bones anyhow, so.
Yeah. I don't recommend
You can make some bone broth down there.
I've never tried to make them bone broth yet.
Oh, man, I love it, especially if you grill it.
Really?
Get that grilled taste to it. It's almost like that broth comes out tasting like a grilled steak.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you char them bones a little bit, yeah. So right now, y'all, he's giving that rabbit a good rinse. Are you going to leave it whole carcass like that, or are you going to break it down? What are you doing?
I leave them whole carcass.
There you go.
My people that buy my rabbits, they have never asked for it broke down, so.
There you go. What's your preferred method? You vacuum seal these? You wrap them in butcher paper? What do you do?
No, I vacuum seal everything.
There you go. Awesome.
I bought a vacuum sealer 2 years ago, and that was the best money we've ever spent.
Well worth it. We put that sucker to use. It's
right behind you.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Awesome. Heck yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, we appreciate you showing everybody how to do that on TV land.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever done it recorded.
Yeah. It does add pressure, brother. I know it. I know it. Trust me, when I did them videos on the pig and the chickens, I was like, okay, people are watching me. This is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope I didn't scare anybody away from butchering a rabbit. It's really not hard. It's probably it is the easiest animal to butcher.
Yeah, a lot less stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I totally recommend y'all start with these dudes. Skinning them out's easy. And if you ain't doing a white chicken, plucking is a bear sometimes. So so start with a rabbit, get your toes wet, and then move on to something else and move your way up the carcass sizes, though. Don't start at the top.
Yeah, that's probably the best advice I've ever heard. But that ain't the way we roll around here.
No. It was like, you ever done a cow before? I've done a deer. Where you doing a cow now?
Yeah, not near the same.
No, not at all.
I'll never forget that. They opened the stomach up of that cow and just guts after guts after guts. I didn't think
that's like 200 pounds of them.
Quit coming.
It's like 200 pounds, and that cavity's big enough Dirk could crawl in there, y'all. I promise you.
I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, he could walk in there. It's like walking in a meat cooler. But guys and girls, we appreciate Dirk and Natalie letting us come out to Mama Bear's homestead and more. They end every video by saying, keep on keeping on, my friends. And of course,
love every one of you.
That's right. And of course, at Chasing Dreams Homestead, we tell you,
Keep dreaming.
We love it, y'all. Thank you.